One of my favorite cartoonists, Joe Hutchinson, is here on Classic Zines doing another insane little story. Hey everybody, it's Tom. It's FANzine Live. These are the classic zines today. Actually, only just one, and it is by one of my favorite artists from back in the 80s, whom I'm kind of having a bit of a personal renaissance with, and that is Joe Hutchinson. And Joe is part of a pairing of artists, cartoonists with his brother Daryl. This is a Joe piece, but Joe and Daryl together made Anthrax Press. And if you ever find anything by Anthrax Press, get it. Just get it. It is some of the most creative, crazy stuff you'll ever see. And this is Reggie the Veggie. Joe was great at doing these little mini comics. This is a 12-pager. It's got as you can see, it's a quarter-page mini comic, saddle stitch stapled, the neon green cover to grab your attention, the white on the inside. So Reggie the Veggie. I probably should precede this by saying Daryl was a bit, maybe still is, I haven't seen much of his work of late. Daryl was the classic illustrator. Gorgeous, lush work. And someday we'll take a look at some of his stuff in depth. Actually, Slam Bang #2, which I just took a look at recently, had a Daryl Hutchinson cover on it, and it was gorgeous. Joe, on the other hand, was kind of, I don't know, he's the storyteller. And he's got a really wild, as you can tell, style. He played with the kind of crazy, sometimes a little bit on edge type stuff. And I don't say that because we're talking about the edge of a meat cleaver, but he kind of did some weird stuff that was fun and shocking and kind of different for what we had for the day. Wasn't quite underground in the Crumb type of sense, or the stuff, the Zap comics and, your mouse and the like. It was a totally different type of underground, but it was definitely its own creature. And Joe is a wonderfully unique cartoonist. All right, Reggie the Veggie. We're going to take a look at this one because I don't know if you can find it out in the wild. So we're just going to read this. It's only 8 or 12 pages. It's pretty fast. So first off, you've got all of your... Here, I'm going to see if I can zoom this thing in a little bit for you. There we go. So we start with, you ever get tired of this, Norty? I mean, sitting here sucking in dirt while the world's going on around us. So you've got your 4 carrots just hanging around growing in the sun. And the guy says, no. He says, well, I'm ready to see the world. I'm going to travel, Norty. I'm not going to sit and rot in this garden. Man, you're nuts. So he grabs his head and pulls himself out. You don't know what's out there. I've heard tales of things. Rabbits, salads, mad chefs. Be careful. And watch out for vegetarians. As he walks out past the cow dung. There he goes. He's left the garden. Ah, what's this? Some clothes to clothe my nakedness? He's got a Spidey Man shirt. And he gets caught up in the clothesline. Ah! Lady inside says, good Lord, who the hell is that tearing down my clothesline? I'm going to kill you, you hoodlum. You hear me? I'm going to cleave you. Uh-oh, she looks sticked. You can see he's all stuck in the clothesline. Clothesline inspector, ma'am. Did you know your line is a hazard? Yeah, it's unsafe and you have to pay a fine. A fine? Oh dear, will $70 cover it? Yes, of course. He's got a really unique cartooning style, as you can tell. This is very similar to stuff he's got all the way through his professional and cartooning career. Oh, and there's also a beating involved. I don't make the rules, ma'am. I just follow them. Now, please bend your carcass over. And he grabs a meat cleaver She's curious, so she bends over and he starts cleaving her. Okay. $70 should help me out in my pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. She's rubbing her rear, and he's got the cleavers. He walks away with his money. I must pay a visit to the travel agency. Well, thanks for the ride, sir. Goodbye. Hey, no problem, and have fun at that costume party. Travel agency? Sure, it's right down there on the corner. Better keep your money low, though. There are a lot of ruffians hang out there. Ah, the travel agents. Hey, what in? And then, of course, the ruffians show up. Money, yeah! And they've got broken bottles and stuff. They're going after the money. The carrot says, well, help! And he starts cutting off their heads with the cleaver. I told you, Joe's a little different. That's him, officer. I raised him from a tiny seedling and he rebelled on me. That's the farmer lady. Yes, he does look a bit rebellious. Yeah! He goes after the cop as well. So the last page. Don't worry, fella. 20 years ain't nothing. He's taken away to prison. Yeah, unless you're a tasty carrot. He's behind bars. He's sitting here, and you can see you've got some celery there hanging out. You got the carrot. And then, of course, who's waiting for him but two rabbits with a fork and a knife. The end. Notice the carrots all banged up. I love it. I don't think the boys are still in Clarkston, Michigan, so don't send them any mail there. But this is Reggie the Veggie. This is Classic Zines here at FANzine Live. Joe Hutchinson is a one-of-a-kind creator, one of my favorite cartoonists of the 80s. And actually, I've seen some of his more recent stuff. He hasn't lost any of his touch. Reggie the Veggie, FANzine Live. Leave a comment. Have you ever seen any of Joe's stuff? What do you think of it? Leave a comment. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, tell your friends, because where else can you get a good detailed look at Reggie the Veggie and the classic art of Joe Hutchinson? Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Tom. I will catch you next time.